This is Orsina Smith, the conductor of the Philharmonic Orchestra of Indianapolis, the city's largest volunteer orchestra. As we approach our 80th season, we've created some virtual mini concerts for our audiences. This video features members of our string section in a string quartet. To introduce members of the string quartet, here is first violinist Peg Wright.
Thank you, Orsina. The first piece we're going to play is Eine, kleine by Mozart. And playing today is myself, Peg Wright, Tammy Holmes on second violin, Chris Holmes on viola, and Katie Lockwood on cello.
Listening to Mozart is such a wonderful experience. You know, by the time he wrote Eine kleine Nachtmusik, he'd already written a dozen operas, 24 piano concertos, and 36 symphonies. That amount of experience would just be tremendous as it pours itself into each new work. Well, let's take a listen now to an earlier work of Mozart written when he was just 16. That work will be introduced by Wright.
Now we'll be playing the Divertimento in D, K number 136 by Mozart.
Thank you so much for that, Mozart. Before we hear the last selection, why don't you tell us a little bit about your ensemble?
Greg, how long have you been playing the Philharmonic?
I've been playing since the 87-88 season, and I started in the back of the second violins and worked my way up.
You did?
I did.
Really?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
And then I bounced back and forth from, I was in second violin, and then at one point Jackson Wiley said, I want to bump you to the first, and then he asked me to be second, and that's where I met Tammy.
Yeah, we were stand partners.
Exactly.
And then I was stand partners with Chris.
Yeah.
And then we got married.
And you're still playing beautiful music together.
That's right.
For the most part.
Well, and this group kind of came together because of our relationship playing in the Phil and on the second violin section and so forth. The three of us had played in other quartets along the way, and Katie's been in our cello section. And so when the pandemic hit and we started doing these recordings, the group decided to come together. Katie, when did you join the Philharmonic?
I think my first season was 16, I believe. Relative newcomer.
Uh-huh.
But I auditioned for the Philharmonic as the challenge to myself. Can I do it? And I would take the music, and when Orsina invited me to play, said that I could be in it, I was just ecstatic. In the first 3 concerts of music that I had, I'm sure, I took my music to my teacher and I said, help me. But I got through it, and I've enjoyed it, and it has been a challenge, and it's been good for me to keep my playing as good as it can possibly be.
Yeah.
And the good thing about the quartet is it does keep us playing. Not just, it's totally different playing by yourself as it is playing in a quartet, as it is playing in an orchestra. There are different dynamic moving parts within the whole experience, and it's important to be able to stay coordinated with other people, and I like this.
And finally, we'll be playing a Scott Joplin rag, the Paragon Rag.
That string quartet was from the string section of the Philharmonic Orchestra of Indianapolis. I'm Orsina Smith, the conductor of the Philharmonic, and you have been watching a Philharmonic virtual mini concert.